G'day folks. This is a video about the best video settings for the Fujifilm X-E5, which is what I'm filming on right now. Now I'm having a love-hate relationship with the Fujifilm X-E5. Absolutely love using it, absolutely hate using it. Bit of a mixed bag. I'm resisting the temptation to go back to Canon. I still have all my Canon gear. I actually do love my Canon gear, but I've said to myself, not yet. The mission is not complete. And part of completing the mission is figuring out the best way to use this camera. And there's many different camera settings and the menu is fiddly. However, there's different settings for different situations, especially when you're creating video. Now, right now in this environment, I don't really need too much. I'm filming in 1080p, 25 frames per second. No need for 4K, no need for 50 frames per second, no need for 100 frames per second, no need for F-Log or anything like that. Just a basic setup like this with a basic light and a basic microphone, 1080p, 25 frames per second. Now I'm at f2.8 to give a bit of a background blur. It doesn't happen too intensely on a APS-C size sensor, but you do get a bit of background blur there. And I'm also filming with my ISO at 500, get my lighting correct. I've also got a bit of soft light coming through the door over here, and that gives me enough to film the in-studio environment. That's how it's filmed. And I've also got an external mic, so I'm wearing the Rode Wireless Mic Pro. It's hooked into the camera. And right now I'm also using a monitor, a cheap one by a company called Field World. And that's just so I can compose myself properly without having to worry about the stupid floopy screen on the back of the Fujifilm X-E5. And that's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like. When would I use 4K? If I needed more detail. When would I use 4K 50? If I wanted to slow down my footage and get some slow motion shots, or I was filming some B-roll or some sport or some kind of event or situation where slowing down the footage would make it look better. Now you're probably sitting there saying he should be filming in 24 frames per second, but I actually don't need to. I can film in 25. It's kind of like the regional standard for Australia, which is obviously where I am. So I just shoot in 25, 50 and 100 frames per second, and it multiples of 25. And these nice and simple for us down here. But you can shoot in 24 frames, you can shoot in 30. And if you're in the US, you're probably going to shoot 24, 30, 60 and 120 frames per second, depending on your situation. Now the 200 frames per second on the Fujifilm X-E5, I would be using for just full-on slow motion footage, nothing else. Like if I want to really get some cool B-roll of some super slow motion, that's when I'm going to engage that. I'm going to have my frame rate at 200 frames per second and then my shutter speed at 1/400th of a second. However, it is 1080p on the Fujifilm X-E5, so your quality is going to be a bit minimal, especially if you've got low light. So it's definitely good for outdoors slow motion shots. Indoors, you're going to need a big light source so you can keep all that noise and grain and everything out of your video settings. Now, if I'm filming in landscape mode or portrait mode, that doesn't affect my decision making here. I just generally go with those traditional filmmaking settings. Okay, here I am, 4K 50. You can really see the sharpness now in the image. It's definitely like much crisper, and you can see in the movement of the hands as well. 4K 50 is no joke when it comes to crispiness. I really like to look at the image. And I would use this if I was filming sport or B-roll and I wanted to slow down my footage when I'm editing. Or if you just want that crispy, like you can just see there's not a lot of motion blur, everything's quite sharp. It's not cinematic, but it's definitely good for B-roll, product reviews, product sample shots, sporting as well. So it's definitely got its use case situations. Just FYI, I've been filming for about 10 minutes in total. I just got a warning to say that, hey, we're approaching kind of hot conditions here and I'm indoors with aircon on. But anyway, that should have been in my initial review. Let me just also do some in F-Log and I'll edit it and you can see how bad my editing skills are. You like my glasses? They're held together by a Band-Aid and I'm wearing my Peter Alexander pajamas. Right now I'm on the Fujifilm X-E5. I'm filming in 6.2K, 25 frames per second, and F-Log. Now, do I need to be filming in this? I actually don't think I do need to be. And I'm quite happy to film in 1080p, 25 frames per second when I'm in this kind of environment. I really don't think there's any need for anything more. Now, when you're in 4K or 6.2K, you do actually get a little bit of crop happening. So this is 6.2K. I'm gonna jump now back into 1080p, normal, no F-Log, just 1080p, 25 frames per second, just to show you my point. Okay, here I am, 1080p, 25 frames per second on the Fujifilm X-E5, and yes, I think it looks fine. Unless I wanted some real fine detail. In that situation, I would film in 6.2K. However, if I was shooting B-roll and I wanted real fine detail, I would shoot in 4K, 50 frames per second, so I could slow it down. I still get the crispiness of 4K and everyone would be happier. But 1080p, 25 frames per second, I think it's way good enough. Now, I like with Fuji, you can also go in and choose the amount of data that's getting used up in your filming. So on Canon, you just kind of choose your settings and it's got these big files and that's it. But on Fuji, you can go in and really minimize the amount of data that it's pulling into the image. And that's gonna cost you if you're editing. If you're just looking to go straight out of camera into a social media app, that's not gonna be too much of a problem. You can keep your data rates quite low. I was just about to say, I'm very happy with the autofocus, and it just lost me. Yes, it loses me a little bit. Also, I'm filming in Eterna. That's the film simulation that I'm using, not for any reason, except for that's what I left it in from last night when I was doing photography. We are about to overheat. This motherfucking camera is dying inside. It's burning up.